Yeah, you can say some words, introduce yourself, and then we start with time.
My name is Ruth Guerra, and I have been working as a product owner, I had area product owner or whatever, for one huge feature in Ericsson, and I had an especially really good experience because I had a great OPO.
My name is Michelle Dunbar. I'm an operative product owner in Ericsson, and I think I've been sitting in a couple of the pitfalls that you just described.
And I think we are going to type pretty well to what you just explained.
Okay, there's the clicker, and we start the time. Thanks.
So, there you go.
Nothing happens.
No, there you go. So, how did I see myself from the beginning when I became a product manager? I was not experienced before, and I got a really interesting feature to develop. I saw myself as, I'm just a support function for the development unit. My job is to be the ears and the mouth of development. My job is to filter what the world wants, what the competitors do, what we want to give our product. So they don't have to listen to 20,000 different requirements, make sense of them and see which is the business case. And I just have to go to them and, went back, and ask them for this specific solution.
On the development side, once someone like Ruth drops a ticking time bomb in our lab, what we will do is look from an end-to-end perspective. We have interaction in a case like this, a large feature. It's maybe collaboration with different groups around the world. We work together to find the different pieces that we need to actually get a solution together. And we need to look at all the different aspects and actually look at the full end-to-end lead time to actually give a better idea as to what is feasible.
And then after they do that, they will come back. And they came back. These are all the possible options, and then we need to decide which ones is the way that we are going to develop this functionality, and these are the other things that we need. In some cases, we need a change in standardization. So we sit together, we look pros and cons, and then we decide which is the way forward. My job then is to be again the mouth of the development unit. We are going to have this feature. That's what I will explain to the market, and I will trigger the activities in the other units that have to support the development. There you go.
But then as an operative product owner, one of the major tasks I would have is to actually support the development teams during the development of the feature. And quite often that will involve we hit unexpected items that pop up, and we need to go back and actually talk together with the product management to say that we fit something, we need more time. Quite often that's not an option. We look at the scoping, is there something we can reduce, so can we phase the product release? But quite often it's a case of that we need more prioritization, we need more help with more resources. So again, we go back and have a collaboration.
Again, so what I really need from them is, why do we need this? When I'm going to ask for more people in my organization, to my peers or my other stakeholders, I have to explain why, because if I get more people, it means some other features are not coming out. Some other value is diminished in the product. So I need really good reasons why we need to do this. That's how they help me to fight for the additional support that we need. And at the same time, I will keep hearing in the market. Especially this feature was a pretty long lead feature. So market will not be the same when I started the first requirement that when we deliver. Market will change, competitors will do something different, customers will ask for additional things. What I could do then is come back to the development unit and say, what about supporting this additional use case? What if we do this additional thing? And then
The same as before, anytime we get new requirements that come in, we will look and see what are our options to be able to do, is what do we need again. So again, the discussion will start again, so we keep aligned.
And the only thing that helps me doing, or additional thing that helps me doing new stuff, is when you tell me we are close to delivery. There are certain things that has to be ready. I have to prepare the market. I have to prepare the support organization. I have to prepare the sales team. They need to know what is going to be sold, what they can give to the customer. So that has to start much earlier in the process than the final delivery. So that's also something that they help at this stage then we have a final solution that has been filtered. And again, I'm the mouth of the organization. This is coming out in the market. When it's almost ready, we have a solution. We know what is going to be sold. We know which is the value that they help me defining and quantifying. Then we can set which is the price, because it's depending on which is the final value. Support has to be there to be ready to support this feature. Supply has to be saying, okay, we can deliver what comes with it. Our sales teams have to know what they are going to be able to sell to the customer. And of course, our account managers start visiting their customers. And then it's only then when they come and say, here is your feature. And then we have selected and told to the customer, when our account units are going to the customers we start selling, that's when the feature has been delivered. And that's our job, finished for this specific feature. And we wanted to share the special things that we found in this process.
From my side, one of the major items is actually the increased collaboration that we get from a development side together with the product management side, compared to past experiences. And I've worked with different projects previously, and quite often it's more you get the requirements and here you go fix it. But with this, we get an agreement at the beginning. We know together where it is that we're going to go. We know how we're going to get there. And there should be no surprises along the way, because we stay in touch. And it's a way of bringing a face of the customer into the organisation. For the teams, they actually get to meet someone that has actually been talking together with the customer. So it's very good at actually building the motivation for the teams as well. And the other key part is that if we do hit issues, we get someone to talk to directly, someone that has a vested interest in actually getting our problems resolved and actually getting the feature out.
And in my case, it helps me adapting the feature. I mean, if I have to put a requirement from all those things, it's really difficult to explain all the different feelings that you're getting with customer meetings or from the competitors in one simple requirement that someone from outside can read. And if I don't have a chance to change it along the way in a long feature that might take 2 years to deliver, I will sit on the safe side and say, okay, here's the feature developed for every possible use case. And then I don't talk to them anymore. But with this, I could limit the initial scope, knowing that if something else has to be added, I could go to them, and then with the collaboration, we will get it out. I knew exactly at every point, how can I position this to the customer to get the right feedback, to understand which was the value of the feature. And I don't know if it is because I got an amazing team or because of the connection, the continuous communication. I think I got such a trust in the team. I didn't have to take care of what was being delivered. They were responsible of what it was, the quality, what was delivered. I never had to doubt it. So it freed my time to do what was my job. My job is to talk to customers. My job is to prepare the market. My job is to see what the competitors are doing. So I think it really helped me that I had a great team of professionals in the other side. I didn't need to know all the technical details. And when I needed to know technical details, they were kind enough to explain it to me. But this is the biggest pitfall that we found. People take Agile as a religion. You only get a team that is 3 weeks, and it's 7 people. And when Michelle would come to me, it's like, I need that person that has that specific knowledge. For me, fighting with my partners or my peers is not the same if I have to fight for one person for 2 days, that if I have to fight for 7 people for 3 weeks. There is something else that is not being delivered if I have resources that are not used. Also, one of the main things that there was a little bit of internal problem being an OPO for Michelle, and I know we have to fight deadlines. I had a deadline. A feature has a value when it's delivered to the market in a specific time. You deliver 6 months later, it has less value. You deliver 1 year later, I might not want the feature anymore. So I was forcing them to deliver at a specific time, and that's not allowed in Agile. Luckily, I had a really strong person that managed to challenge what was Agile. Agile is only a tool to deliver things in a better way, in a more specific to what the market needs. It's not a religion. And I would challenge you to, case by case, challenge what makes sense in Agile and what doesn't, and apply it. So, anything else?
No, I agree. I mean, the key point for me was also that there is no one size fits all when it comes to this. It's to find what actually works for the individual situation with the individuals, the individual teams actually involved. There is no standard solution.
That was it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.